8 of the 10 fastest men in history share a shadow behind their glory. Not just blistering speed, but violations that question everything they achieved. These elite few broke the 10-second barrier in the 100-meter dash, but their legacy is tainted by one of sport's biggest sins: doping. Bolt's charisma and dominance made him athletics' biggest star, collecting gold medals with the same ease as his trademark lightning pose. In 2017, Bolt lost his Olympic gold medal in the 4x100-meter relay from 2008 when teammate Nesta Carter's sample tested positive. While Bolt himself never failed a test, the scandal affected his perfect Olympic record of 9 gold medals, reducing it to 8. Speaking of Nesta Carter, he rocketed to a personal best of 9.78 seconds in 2010, making him one of Jamaica's finest sprinters in his own right. Carter was crucial to Jamaica's dominant relay teams, helping secure gold at the 2008 and 2012 Olympics. But in 2017, it all came crashing down when the IOC retested samples from 2008 and found methylhexanamine in Carter's system. The fallout was massive. Not only was Carter disqualified, but so were Bolt, Asafa Powell, and Michael Frater. This was the only time that Bolt lost a medal due to a teammate being juiced up. Usain Bolt was always clean, never had his legacy tainted by a doping violation. Nicknamed the Beast, Johan Blake's rise was ferocious. Training alongside Bolt, he clocked a blistering 9.69 in 2012, the second fastest time in history. But in 2009, before his international breakout, Blake was one of 5 Jamaican athletes suspended for testing positive. He served a 3-month ban before returning to challenge the throne. Though he would go on to win Olympic medals, that early blemish remains a footnote in his legacy. Before Bolt became Jamaica's sprint king, that title belonged to Asafa Powell. Powell holds the record for the most sub-10-second performances in the 100 meters, with 97 times. He clocked 9.72 in 2008, becoming the second fastest man at that time. Powell was the original Jamaican record breaker, holding the world record multiple times in the mid-2000s. However, in 2013, Powell's career derailed when he tested positive for the banned stimulant oxylafrine. His ban, initially 18 months, was reduced to 6, but it was enough to knock the wind out of a career already battling inconsistency and injury. Another Jamaican star under the microscope. While Jamaica dominated sprinting, America's answer was Tyson Gay, who ran 9.69 in 2009 to become the fastest American in history. But in 2013, the same year as Powell's positive test, Gay tested positive for anabolic steroids. Gay returned his Olympic silver medal from London 2012 and served a 1-year ban. He was banned for 1 year rather than the usual 2, after providing the U.S. anti-doping agency with evidence that allowed it to ban his former coach, John Drummond, for 8 years. As Gay's star faded, Justin Gatlin's controversially rose again. Gatlin ran 9.74 in 2015 at the age of 33, becoming the oldest sprinter to set a personal best in the 100 meters. His career is perhaps sprinting's most controversial. His first suspension came as a collegiate athlete in 2001 for amphetamines. The suspension was later reduced when he proved it came from ADH medication. Then in 2006, Gatlin tested positive for testosterone, resulting in an 8-year ban that was later reduced to 4. His post-ban success, running faster in his 30s than in his 20s, made him sprinting's ultimate villain, regularly booed in stadiums around the world. They say age slows you down, unless you're Gatlin, who apparently got faster with every suspension. Christian Coleman was next in line, a lightning-fast starter who ran 9.76 in 2019 and looked poised to inherit Bolt's crown. But the clock stopped ticking in 2020, not because he tested positive, but because he missed 3 doping tests in 12 months. According to anti-doping rules, that's the same as a failed test. He was banned for 18 months, missing the Tokyo Olympics. Coleman maintained his innocence, saying he was out Christmas shopping when testers came knocking. But in sprinting, timing is everything, and he missed his. With Coleman sidelined, Bromell seized his moment. His comeback story peaked with a 9.75-second performance in 2021, establishing him as 7th fastest man in history. Bromell's journey was remarkable. He had previously been wheeled out of the Rio Olympics after a devastating injury. But before this resurgence in 2020, Bromell had been suspended for 3 months after testing positive for a banned substance. He claimed it came from a prescribed medication, but the suspension temporarily derailed his inspiring comeback. Fred Kerley's rise was unconventional. A 400-meter specialist who dropped down to the 100-meter and stunned everyone with a 9.77 in 2021. His power and range were unmatched. But in 2017, early in his career, Kerley tested positive for beta-methylphenethylamine, a stimulant. He said it came from a supplement and he served a short ban. But his past remains part of the narrative. Africa's fastest man, Ferdinand Omanyala, stormed to a 9.77 seconds in 2021, making him the 9th fastest man. His rise brought new hope to Kenyan sprinting, a country long known for its distance dominance. But before the glory, there was controversy. In 2017, Omanyala tested positive for a banned substance, phenethylamine. He was banned for 14 months. Omanyala owned up to the mistake, later saying he didn't read the label carefully, but the stain on his early career still lingers. The thread of American sprinting controversies stretches back decades. Before Gatlin, Gay, Coleman, Bromell, and Kerley, there was Maurice Greene, who blazed to a 9.79-second time in 1999. Greene dominated the era at the turn of the millennium, winning Olympic gold in Sydney and setting world records that seemed untouchable at the time. His explosive personality and celebration dances made him one of track's first true entertainers. But years after retirement, in 2008, the New York Times reported Greene had paid for performance enhancers from the notorious Dr. Hermanson, a known supplier to athletes. Though he never failed a drug test, Greene's legacy was tarnished by allegations that he continues to deny. Greene denied using the drugs himself, claiming they were for someone else. He never failed a test, but whispers of scandal still cloud his name. The story of these sprinters reveals a sport constantly wrestling with its demons. From Jamaica to America, from the 1990s to today, the pursuit of speed has often crossed ethical lines. These men pushed the boundaries of human performance, but also crossed the line of fair play. Their stories reveal the high price of cutting corners in pursuit of glory. The next time you watch someone break the finish line in under 10 seconds, remember, true greatness isn't just about how fast you run, it's about how you run your race. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.